Performance Homebrew, coming at you with a beer review, with a beer I've wanted to try. I've heard about this. I've seen some reviews on it, found a bottle. This is Stochasticity. I think I got that in one take. Stochasticity Project Grapefruit Slam IPA. This is through Stone Brewing Company, and that's a mouthful in the name. Hopefully it's a mouthful in the taste as well. This is kind of a unique beer. It's a double IPA. It's 8.2% ABV. The hops in this are Centennial, Chinook, and Magnum, some good Northwest hops. But they also fill this with fresh grapefruit peel in the beer. So I'm kind of curious about this one. I've heard about this one. We're going to get this thing cracked open and give it a try. There you go. That's a pretty beer. It's kind of golden toward amber, I would say. I've got a full finger head on there. It's a nice looking head. It's very creamy. A few large bubbles, but very creamy. So nice appearance, fairly clear, you know. Just a light haze, but fairly clear for sure. Let's get a nose on it. Oh, that's nice. I mean, you know, I get some like bready, slightly biscuity malt right away with some sweetness. So you know that there's like a nice body on this. But the citrus just, bam, it hits you right away. I definitely get the grapefruit on that. I mean, between the hops that you've got and the fresh grapefruit, it is there. But I get some other citrus as well. You know, there's a hint of orange, like a marmalade, and there's a hint of some lemon. Mostly it's that grapefruit, though. It really is some nice grapefruit on there. Just a hint of resin as well. So we're going to call it good. I'm thirsty. Let's dive in. Cheers. Wow. You know, it comes on, it starts light. Just really moderate, easy drinking. And there's some nice sweetness, and you get some of the citrus. Then some of the bubbles kind of hit you in the middle, and it builds a little. And then on the back side, you feel the puckering coming from the grapefruit on it. Not overly intense, but it's there. And it's kind of almost effervescent at the end. It doesn't seem overly carbonated, but it gets kind of effervescent somehow in the end. It's really interesting to drink. And it has some really like bright flavors in it. It's very unique. It's fun. I like it. You definitely get that grapefruit rind. Whoa, now it's coming in with some bitterness on the backside. Boy, I can feel that. And yet it's not like overwhelming. It's actually really pleasing. I think maybe some people might be strong, but I don't think so at all. Not even remotely so. It's very nice. And you know, I think there was a bottling date on this, but it's been like faded or rubbed off. So I can't tell you, this might not be the freshest thing, but you wouldn't know. It has a really good taste. I get just a really mild, like herbal tea type taste. So it probably isn't the freshest, but I tell you, the flavors are very good on this. I'm actually quite enjoying it. It's a very interesting balance. I mean, there's just, like I say, a nice malt sweetness on it. Lightly bready, I'd say a little more towards the biscuity side. Very good, and at the beginning, it's just super pleasant. But then the bitterness starts building, and the grapefruit starts building. And at the end, it dries out. It does leave you thirsty. At this point, with a mild herbalness and a bit of pucker in the mouth, I will admit. So it's quite different. It's probably more carbonation than I think, because I keep having these small burps. But it's a fun beer. It's a fun beer. It's fairly smooth, actually. But like I say, at points it kind of comes off effervescent. It's just an interesting balance. All right, well, we're going to just jump right into rating then. For a double IPA, you do not get, first of all, the alcohol level. I do not perceive 8.2 whatsoever in this beer. I just, if I were just drinking this without knowing, I would be guessing that I was in the sixes, someplace between 6 and 7%. Would never come up with 8.2. So for a double IPA, the sweetness is there, but it's a light sweetness. And my perception of double IPAs and what I like in a double IPA, this isn't going to hit me really high on the scale. I would say it's a B plus beer in terms of double IPAs go, and I'll give this an 88. Now, on overall though, I think it's a different thing. I think it's a fun beer. It's a pleasant beer. I'm enjoying that little pucker and the bitterness and the drying out and so forth. And I'm going to go up a notch. I think I'm overall, I'm not going to vary it a whole lot. I'm going to give it a 90 because I kind of really like the taste on this myself, but because it's different, you know. I always give an extra point. I'd have gone 89, but because it's different and it does have that different taste, I love variety. So I'm going 90 on my overall. So here it is if you want to give it a try. This is the Stochasticity Project Grapefruit Slam IPA. Now there's a tongue twister. You try that one, folks. This is Kevin from Clemens Hope Brew saying life's too short to drink cheap beer, and I will see you in the next beer review.